I've broken my potato. Oh dear. Hi everyone, welcome to Dorothy's Cooking and Garden. So the channel was Dorothy's Kitchen and Garden, but I changed it to Dorothy's Cooking and Garden because that's where I'm coming from my vegetables when I'm cooking. Most of you who have been following me in this journey, I started gardening on a small balcony, tiny balcony. I decided to plant, some produce in containers rather in pots. And this is a progress. I just wanted to do a quick update because I haven't done a little video with my of my gardening for some time, because of course there's nothing much to show now because the plants are all grown. But then I also want to I would like to maybe plant this last chilies which I have been growing here as little seedlings, and this one's in here. I would like to plant them into this box box with soil. You can just arrange some pots, plant a few little produce, and you find yourself having fresh produce to cook. I have been using my spring onions, guys, so I tell you this, when you plant your own spring onions, the store ones cannot beat them. Anytime I come with my scissors and snip them, they are just fresh and crunchy. I mean, they're very tasty. So anytime I come, I snip them, I cook them, and when I cook them, I leave them a few days later. They grow up. Within a week, I'm harvesting them again, so it's like a recycle. So guys, so this is my garden. As you can see, I'm just freelance, okay, with my hair, because I don't think we need to glam up when you're going to the garden. So thank you so much for watching. So I'm going to now then plant these last chilies in the garden, and I'm going to show you what it is that I'm doing. So guys, these are the tomatoes. If you remember, I had my tomatoes as little seedlings. They were as little as these chilies here, and now they are huge plants. Look at this. Let me show you. I already have some. They're flowering and they're beginning to come out some fruits. And I can see, I do not want to read them. So they're plant tomatoes. This is so interesting and exciting. So I'm still learning. I think they're so bushy, but first I have to understand how to do them. I'm learning as I go by. I've never gardened, but this is something like a new hobby, and I'm loving it. These are potatoes here, so I decided to plant potatoes in my huge pot. If you have been following me in my previous videos, then you will see me planting all this, and you will see me in the process of planting the tomatoes and all of these crops down here. Okay, because I documented every step of the way. I do have one last cabbage here that is growing rather smoothly and nicely. I'm hoping this is going to survive. Okay. And if you remember my orange seeds, they are growing into trees now. I have 5 of them. Really hard terror, with squirrels digging up on my products here on the garden. It has been so horrible. These oranges have been, sometimes I found them just on the floor, sometimes cut out, but you can see they look gorgeous. And more fruits coming out. Okay, so today, without much further ado, I'm going to then show you when I'm planting my chilies into this basket, because these are chilies as well. So I'm going to plant my little seedlings, which I had planted here, and these few ones in here. These are my chilies. can see, I've already planted my chilies. It's just as easy as that. It's not complicated when you know what you're doing. As you can see, so these chilies are going to be as big as this, because these ones here, they began as little seedlings like this. I realized I just decided to plant them here because I do not have another empty box. And let's see whatever survives. Whatever survives is mine, and I believe they're all going to survive. And thank God for everything. My garden has really been flourishing, as you can see, thriving, because I took a step of faith just from a small balcony garden, and now I have my food. I think it's good that we all plant our own little food. It doesn't matter if it's only tomatoes, it makes a difference. Spring onions as well, and our chilies. I have ginger, I have caramel, all in a small balcony. I have oranges, like I showed you. I have cabbages, I have potatoes in a huge pot here. Anyway, yeah. Alright, I'm going to put this back. Then we finish the video. Alright guys, so you have seen me now plant my chilies in that little pot. So that is the end of my video. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Be encouraged. You know you can just start by growing. And so if you can remember, those who have been following my videos, that I began by actually planting store-bought vegetables, like scraped vegetables. So I never ever bought any seeds. So this little garden you've seen here is just out of store-bought vegetables, scraped vegetables. So like spring onions, I would buy, do my shopping, my grocery shopping and vegetable shopping, and then I would cut half on the part where there are roots. I would just put them in the water to develop new roots, and then I came and planted them. All of these from scraped vegetables. Pick up your pots, guys, in your little corners. If you have a balcony like me, if you have a garden, if you have your kitchen sill, in every space available, let's plant our own food for sustenance, okay? Especially in this season. So now, because I just planted my chilies, from the little seedlings to the bigger pot, so I'm going to now water, okay? But it's always good to just give a little of water. The soil is a bit moist, so I'm not going to water too much, so they can feel familiar in their new box. So they feel now watered, the soil, they're beginning to get the nutrients from this pot. And then very soon we're going to see them grow into like, these big chilies here. You can see these chilies are also beginning to come out some new fruits. So very soon I'm going to be having my chilies, okay? Just like I'm having my tomatoes, fruits come out. And some are flowering. I'm still getting to understand how to, cut, like prune my tomatoes and my potatoes, yeah. So thank you so much for your time, guys. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do subscribe so that you do not miss any of my videos content when I upload them, okay? Because we learn from each other, and I'm sure to bring more of these videos so that we can begin to encourage one another on how to live on self-sustenance, okay? Thank you so much. And once again, if you have loved watching me plant or cook, make sure to leave me a comment below to encourage me as well. Until next time, bye bye.